Welcome to KGB Movie Recap. In this video, we dive into the 2021 action movie Nobody. This movie explains a story of a family man, Hutch Mansell, who lives a simple innocent life with his wife Becca Mansell and their two children Blake and Sammy. Until two robbers broke into his house. Accidentally, this leads him into severe war with Russia Mafia. Hutch worked in metal fabrication company owned by his father-in-law Eddie. One night Hutch and his family are invaded by two night robbers, a man and woman with guns. Hutch gets a chance to fight them, but surprisingly he let the thieves take away cash and some staffs. Hutch's eldest son Blake manages to grab and choke one of the robbers, and then Hutch commands his son to release the man and let him go. With annoyance, the thief punches Blake in the face before leaving. The incident makes everyone to believe Hutch is a loser. His wife Becca gets hungry and disappointed in Hutch and considered him to be a weak man who couldn't protect his family. His brother-in-law Charlie gets disappointed in him and buys him a gun to protect his family. Due to shame and pressure, Hutch decides to call his brother Harry and talks to him about the terrible night. Hutch reveals to Harry that he distanced from fighting the robbers because they were desperate and out of basic needs. When he returned home, Becca and Blake ignored him because of his failure to fight back the thieves. Sammy, Hutch's only daughter, begs him to help and bring back her cat bracelet the thieves might have taken. Immediately Hutch moves to see his father in a nursing home and borrowed his gun to hunt down the thieves using the image of the tattoo he memorized from one of the thieves. Hutch moved around the town checking all tattoo shops until he got the address of the thieves. Hutch asked them to hand him back his daughter bracelet, and in the due course he realized that the couple was desperate and had a sick baby. Then he left immediately. He then boarded a public bus back home where many drunk bullies boarded the busy, mocking other passengers on board. Hutch then played hero and asked the bus driver to get out. Immediately he beats the thugs to protect a female passenger from sexual assault. Hutch reaches home with bruises, his wife Becca treats him the wounds, and he gets asleep. Hutch uses this opportunity to bridge the broken relationship with his wife. The scene changes to a man called Yulian Kuznetsov, a Russia Mafia who runs money laundering business. Yulian receives a call telling him that his young brother Teddy was in hospice after noon, being severely beaten by a strange man on the bus. Yulian then stormed the hospital and questioned all Teddy's buddies about the identity of the man who had beaten his brother. One of Teddy's men handed Yulian a business card he managed to steal from Hutch. The following morning Hutch receives a phone call from his friend Harry, warning him about the bus fight, that one of the thugs was a brother to a Mafia boss. Harry advises Hutch to meet the barber to get more details about the Russian most dangerous Mafia gang. Reaching at the barber, Hutch gets more information about criminal Mafia gang, but Hutch remains confident and ready to face the consequences. The scene then changes to Mafia boss Yulian using a female hacker to get the information of Hutch from his business card. Suddenly all the information about Hutch shows his past brutal actions, showing that he never failed on any mission and always kills his targets brutally. The very moment Yulian sends the mercenaries headed by his trusted man Pavel to arrest Hutch at his home. Realizing the attack, Hutch hid his family in the basement and asked them to stay silent and not to call police. The mercenaries then surrounded his home and Hutch managed to eliminate many of them before Pavel knocked him unconscious. Shortly after Hutch regains his conscious and manages to release his hands from the handcuffs, he gets the extinguisher in the car is locked in and uses it to kill the visual of the driver, making the car to crash, killing Pavel and the remaining mercenaries. Immediately Hutch runs back to his home and takes his family out of the basement where he had rocked them. The family gets distressed after seeing dead bodies. Hutch then sends his family to safety and assured his wife that he will manage the situation so soon. Hutch secured all his treasure possession, including gold, and then sets fire on the house to remove all the evidence. Yulian then sends two of his men to kill Hutch's father David at the nursing home. Surprisingly, the old man manages to defeat Yulian killers. Yulian, knowing that all his henchmen have been killed by Hutch, he orders all his gang men to hunt down Hutch and kill him on sight. Hutch gets prepared for the battle with the Mafia gang. Hutch then attacks a safe house where Yulian keeps his cash, kills all the men, and sets the place on fire, burning all the cash and Yulian art collections. Hutch then goes to Yulian nightclub and threatens him with a landmine that could blow the whole place. Yulian then accepts to have a dialogue with Hutch and orders all his men to leave. Hutch then suggests a deal Julian to end the bad blood between them. Hutch promises not to kill Julian as long as he doesn't bother him and his family. Hutch also tells him that he had burnt all his Mafia cash and advises Julian to find another job, which is not dangerous. After Hutch left, Julian orders all his thugs to chase him. Julian and his men chased Hutch until he reached the factory where he worked. Surprisingly, David and Harry suddenly come to help Hutch eliminate the Mafia gang using traps and guns that Hutch prepared earlier. David was a former FBI agent with a lot of military knowledge, while Harry was a retired soldier. They manage to slaughter all thugs, leaving only Julian. Julian shoots Harry in the shoulder. Hutch attacks him with the mine connected to the bulletproof glass. The mine kills Julian. Hutch makes Harry and David to escape. He surrenders to the police and interrogated by a female and male police officers who kept wondering how he could kill all the men single-handedly. The two interrogators received a call at the same time ordering them to release him. Hutch was released without any charges. Before leaving, they ask Hutch, "Who are you?" Hutch silently replies, "I'm nobody." Thanks for watching.